All right, welcome back to another episode. It's been a while, taking a few days off, trying to rethink about how I can do this, how to make it a bit more interesting. Obviously, we're in a position where we're that good and we could win everything all the time. Obviously, we didn't last year, had the disappointing Champions League final loss, capitulation, you could say. But won the league, won the FA Cup. The target was to win the league that year, and we did. So that was good. So that's our second ever league win and our second cup win. Our first ever double. Would have been nice to have won the treble, but there you go. In terms of what targets we set ourselves, I'm not really sure. I mean, we could set ourselves a target of winning the league every year. If we don't win the league, we resign. But it's not realistic. And then kind of got that sort of Damocles hanging over our head, meaning that it's going to end soon. We're not going to win the league every year. Or I could set ourselves as, I want to win the treble this year. I could do that, but I could go and do it. Then what do I set myself to do next year? I don't know. So I'm not really sure what to target this season. Maybe just to progress. If I don't win any trophies, then I'll resign. I'm going to say that 100%. If I don't win a trophy this year, I will resign. So if I finish, and that includes, I'm going to include the Carabao Cup in that as well. I have never won the Carabao Cup. So if I don't win any of one of those 4 trophies, I'm going to resign. I do have, at the end of this summer, there is the World Club Trophy. I'm not going to count that though. So if I don't win any of those 4 trophies, I'll resign. I know it's a bit of a lower target. But we've been good at winning trophies in the last few years. We've been pretty consistent. I think we've won a trophy every year for the past 5 or 6 seasons. So I expect to become away with something. If we don't, I'll resign. We'll say that. I'm going to continue to show you every game because I feel like at this stage there's no point skipping through seasons. I might as well show you everything. But there you go. That's the first game of the season. You can see there, got a Community Shield game because obviously we won the league and the cup. So in that case, we actually play who finished second in the league. In this case, was Man United. So we played them today. In terms of, there's not been many changes other than a couple of transfers. So I'll go straight into them now. There's potential for more. It's not 100% done yet, but there's been some ins, some outs. We'll start with outs over on this side. Obviously, I order it by value, so there's lots of loans in there. Obviously last season I wanted to keep all of these players in the club to make sure they played together in the under-18s. They played okay. They didn't win the league, which I was hoping that they would do. But this year I've loaned them all out, including some players who were playing in the first team. So you can see Sconald, Gutierrez, Lecce, they're all very good. Kevin Ismaili I've loaned out to Spurs. Might live to regret that. I'll explain why, but I might live to explain why I've loaned him out. But I might live to regret that because he's obviously quite handy, and loaning out to a Championship Premier League rival might be tricky. But there we go. Mike Cartwright's in there. Aidan Dogan as well. I'm quite looking forward to seeing how he gets on in Newcastle in the Premier League. Sonny Topal, Lere Troyani. Yeah, loads of loans. Owono, he's quite good, gone to Southampton, as is Maine. Jordan Griffiths has gone to Everton. Hilali's gone to Norwich. So a lot of these players going, I've wanted to make sure that the top level youth coming through Championship or above. So hopefully they go through. Roy Frith has gone. I just realised I haven't ordered it by that, have I? There we go. Right, okay. Loads of loans. Helmut Marshall, Mikel. Brentford are actually a feeder club of ours. So I've sent them out to Brentford. Hopefully they get some good time out there. Peter Dalgard as well. He's very good. So there you go. Transfers. Here we go. Mark Birch. Young guy, never really was going to get through, sold for 2.3 million. Roy Frith has gone to Brighton. 15.5 rising to 9.5. I think that's quite good. I think, how is he? 31, 32, 31. He's not the oldest guy in the world, and he could probably do a job. But I've got 4 centre backs in the team that are really, really good. 2 are quite young, so I want to get them through and get them playing more ahead of Frith. Frith barely played at all last year. Guy who's been at the club for quite a while. It's always a shame to see him play. Yeah, I mean, 5 or 6 years he's been at us. He was first choice for 4 of those years. Last 2, and especially that, he played 1 league game last year, 6 appearances in total. So he wasn't really going to get much time. He's gone. Fatai's gone. Christian Fatai, obviously world-class legendary midfielder, but 33 years old. He was kind of asking for time that I wasn't going to be able to give him because I wanted to play Stocker ahead of him. So he's gone. He could probably have still done a job, but I couldn't give him the time and he wanted to go. So he's gone for 20.5 million to Spurs. Again, I might live to regret that. Spurs are obviously a really tricky side. They've taken a couple of our players, so it might be tricky, but we'll see about that. Wroblewski's gone. Got a lot of money for him, 55 million to Atletico Madrid, which I'm really pleased with for a guy who was basically second string striker. 12 goals in all competitions this year. He had one cup game where he scored 5 goals, so that helped that out. And he was handy. He wasn't brilliant, but I've made a profit on him after having him for one season and barely playing him, so I'm happy with that. He's gone to Atletico Madrid for 55 million. I'll explain why he's gone shortly. And Ruben Garcia, our first choice right back, 70 million rising to 88 million. He's gone to Barcelona, the team that he got sent off against. He obviously got sent off in the Champions League final against Barcelona. Basically cost us that game really. I kind of figured if I get a good offer for him, I'll let him go. I didn't put him on the transfer list or anything. I just figured if I get a good offer for him, I'll let him go, and I did. I managed to negotiate 70 to rising to 88 million for him. So he's gone. Good player for us. Scored a few goals. Obviously, was a bit of a penalty taker at some point. But I figured Ali Kennedy's a really, really good right back as well, and I'd like him to progress. So that's 163 million made in sales. Now on to the ins. Mikel's a young Barcelona Spanish midfielder that I brought in box to box. I've sent him straight out on loan to Brentford. So he'll be getting some time up in the Championship. Hopefully he does well. Lenny Williams, 15 million, but he's a really young 16-year-old defender, highly rated, only 4 stars, but I reckon I can get more out of that. I got a good youth setup. I got good coaching, so I'm gonna see what I can get out of that. Again, he's just gonna go straight into the under-18s. Now 3 big signings, possibly more. Mile Francekovic, we all recognise him. He's obviously been at Spurs for a few years, been part of their scoring loads and loads of goals at Spurs along with Aki Sarinen. I bought him in. Basically, I bought him with the idea of him being a backup striker initially when I sold Wroblewski, and being a backup left winger with the fact that I've let Esmaili go out on loan. So he can kind of do both those jobs. As 35 million rising to 50 million, it's unlikely to get to 50 million because that's dependent on really high targets. I think I've set him like 50 league goals, not in one season, but 50 league goals and something like that. So if he gets that, great, then he's paid back that extra 15 million. But there you go. This one I'm really excited about. Kevin Diaz, some of you guys recognise him. We had him the season before last on loan from Man United, only for half a season, which he scored 10 goals. Looked pretty decent. Obviously, I bought him in on loan because Cleddie Kaplani was a donkey. He came in, looked decent. Didn't quite fully fit into the squad, but average rating of 7. Barely played at all for Man United last year. And a striker of his young quality, I'm thinking, man, he should be playing. Made an offer for him for 65 million and they took it. I'm really happy with him. The reason for this is because obviously I let Wroblewski go, I'm very much thinking about playing Bruninho as attacking midfielder now and having Diaz as the out-and-out striker. I think Bruninho might be more effective behind the striker, maybe even getting rid of the attacking midfielder. Bless me. I'm playing 2 strikers, playing Bruninho just off as a deep line forward behind Diaz. Who knows? That's the idea. I've got a very young, 19-year-old left winger from Portugal, Ivo Carmo. I like this guy. I think this guy could be very good in the lines of Polyak and Benrahma. Benrahma, yeah. I think he could be on that. He's obviously a left winger. Plays on the left. I'm going to try and move that into more of an attacking role than a support role, but we'll look into that. His anticipation isn't great for attacking, so that might be the reason why he's been let down, but I'm training him in that. I'm hoping that he can get really good. Obviously, I've got a lot of strong young left wingers in the club now with Carmo, Ismaili and El Hilali. El Hilali and Ismaili have both gone out on loan. I want to keep Carmo in the club. I've got Francekovic, so I've got good left wing options. But there are some murmurs of some players who might leave the club. I'm trying to remember who they are. I don't remember exactly. Michael Hackett might leave. There's a few players who have not renewed a new contract. possibly entering in the final year and have not renewed at the moment because they want more assurances and more playing time. Michael Hackett being one of them. I'm not too surprised. He's very, very good, and he's 23 years old, and he's not even our first choice. If a very good offer comes in for him, he's valued at 76 million. If an offer upward of, say, I'm going to say 85, I want minimum for him because he's so good and still quite young, then I'll accept, but I'm not taking any left. But I know he's in the last year, so I'm in a real tricky position where I've got to either hopefully signs a contract or sell him now. So come the end of the window, he'd either not be in the club or sign a new contract. I can't afford this to go on to January because his value will drop. And the same goes for another big player, and then actually a bigger player, Josip Poljak. I had offers for him, sort of mid-80s, from one, I think they were both from PSG. I refused them, and he was like, "Why didn't you accept?" I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize you wanted to go." So again, he's not accepted the contract. He's in the same position as Hackett in the fact that his contract runs out at the end of the season. So again, I'm either going to be in a position, one of two positions, come the end of the window where he's not at the club anymore because I've sold him, or I've signed a new contract for him. There's a couple of younger players who like that as well, but I've sent them out on loan anyway, so we'll talk about them later on. But yeah, so I got to keep a close eye on those players, because if Poljak and Hackett both leave, then I'm in a position where I've got to think. Obviously, I've got some left wing positions and I've got some right wing positions. Obviously, Benrahma is still at the club. He's actually moved into legendary status of Concord now, so he's in the legendary category. If I show you that, go into general. As you can see, there are 3 legends now: Joe Waugh, Mohamed Benrahma, and Jamie Moran. Hello. But yeah, so going to be looking at the left wing position and the right wing position if Hackett and Poljak leave. If Hackett and Poljak leave, then I'll be in a position where I've got left wingers. I've got Fransekovic, Camo, and Perez, who can play both right wing and left wing. On the right wing, I'll have Perez and Benrahma. I might not sign anybody. Be prepared that I might sell Poljak and Hackett and not bring anybody in place of them, because Perez is extremely highly rated. He's favourite to win Young Player of the Season for a guy that I don't play as first choice, which is big. I've got a very experienced left winger in Milo Fransekovic, who's still got a bit of still got a bit of pace. Very good finisher. Might even play him as a striker in some positions. Ivo Camo is a very highly rated youngster, and I've so we'll think about that. I might bring on someone on loan who can play both wings to give me a bit of an opportunity, a bit of an option there. Obviously, with Fatai going, I was thinking about bringing in a sort of a midfielder who can back up to Stocker, but I've realised I had a young guy called Robbie Wallace on the books, who's again very highly rated, 2.5 stars, but potential 5 stars. Was out on loan. He's been out on loan the last 3 years. He's out on loan at Southampton last year. Played okay. Had a couple of championship loans at Portsmouth the year before. So yeah, we'll think about him, but I'm thinking Robbie Wallace is probably a decent backup to Stocker. I was thinking of getting rid of Vizic, but I was thinking I could sell Vizic and get in a better backup, but I might be getting someone who is too good to be backup and might be unhappy quite quickly. I think Vizic will be happy to be backup. He's 24 years old. He's been at the club for what seems like ages now. I think I've had him since he was about 18. I signed him 5 years ago, so about 19. He's been at the club for a while. He's had several loans at some big clubs, Newcastle, Atalanta, and Dortmund, and he's done okay. He barely played at all last year. Played 18 games in total, only 4 Premier League games. But I only want him for backup. If he begins to kick off, then we'll talk about that. Prosperi, I think, is going to be playing a bigger role in the club. I think I might rotate him a lot with Hughes, because I think that he might be a better option. He's had some poor games last year, but he also had some very good games. Cup competitions seem to be his forte. Didn't do so brilliantly in the league, but we'll see how he gets on. That's about it, really. No real changes other than that. Brought a couple of players in, obviously mainly attacking players I've brought in. Not really changed the defence much. Obviously, I sold Ruben Garcia, so Kennedy will go into first choice. I've got a decent young Slovakian right back at the club anyway, who again, he's not perfect, but he's 5-star potential rated. 20 years old, wing back, decent pace, decent stamina. We'll probably use him as backup. I like bringing in youth because I think it's just cheaper, and it's less of a gamble. I'm probably going to find a way to get Wes out of the club. No offense, Wes, but Domingos is a better backup goalkeeper. Yeah, what I did realise, strangely enough, is that Kevin Diaz is now English. When he signed for us, he was actually Argentinian, but he's played some under-21 caps and qualifies for England now, so he's actually an English striker, which is good. I think that probably added a few quid onto his value, to be honest. They always do, the English players, but there we go. That's the new season. I don't know where to go with it in terms of how I'm going to take it from here. I've actually created a spin-off season, a parallel universe season, which I will update you on soon. But so it's still held within this universe, as it were, that I've created, but I've gone in a different direction with it. So I'll update you on that, and that'll be a separate video. But this is the club. This is the state of play at the moment. Gonna be keeping a very close eye on the Hackett and Polyak situations. See what I can get for them. I'm gonna leave it a few days, see if they'll accept a new contract. If not, if they just keep refusing, it gets to the last couple of days, I will be in a position where I have to sell. Hopefully, I won't have to sell for less than their value because I'll be in trouble then. But I'm aiming for around 170 to 180 million for the pair of them if I do sell both of them. But we'll talk about that. Hopefully, I can keep one of them on the books. We're going straight into the Charity Shield match. Always nice to begin the season with a win, especially when it's the Charity Shield. In terms of how we're going to go, oh blimey, he's off on a few changes. We've actually got a new assistant in, Nacho. He's the new assistant manager. Souza, our old assistant manager, retired. Been at the club for ages. He's gone now. This is the team he's suggesting. It's very different. Got a few players out on international duty, including Carmo, Perez, Quez. There is an European under-21 or under-23 tournament going on at the moment, so that's fair enough. Kennedy is injured, and I'm going to have to play Jacko for this game. I'm not going to risk Linia. That might crucify him. Harewood. I'm going to play Smith and Davis. Yeah, I'm going to play Smith and Davis, and we'll talk about Harewood later on. Stocker Hughes, Monaghan, Polyak, Benrabah, Bruninho. Do you know what? Let's go straight in for it. Should we go straight in with Bruninho, attack midfielder? Go straight in with Diaz, a striker. I've got Francekovic on the bench. Monaghan's on the bench. I won't put Zamfrov on the bench because I don't know. Can you have more than? I've got 7 subs. It says I haven't selected them, but I have. They're there. Oops, that was a mistake. Yeah, they're there. I don't think I have any more subs to choose from. Yeah, there we go. Right. Prosperi, Wallace, Hackett, Francekovic, Harewood. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair bench. Yeah, it's exciting. It's always exciting to start a new season. Make sure everyone's playing in the role that I'm happy with them because they're that good. A lot of people will ask me, how do you get them to play in the role that you want them to play in? It's like they're happy to play in them. That's what I want. That's what I want them to do. They're that good that I want them to play in the role that they're happy with. Let's go with that. Hopefully, Bruninho can hit the ground running as attack midfielder. Diaz up front. I'm happy to have him in. I really like him. Quick, good stamina, good strength as well. 5'11", not the shortest. Good at heading. Yeah, he's a really good striker. I'm glad that he's at the club. But here we go. Let's see how Jacko gets along. Jacko. Only 2-star rated, but he's only young. He's obviously not going to be first choice. He's going to be the protege. What do you call it? What do you call it if you're the backup actor in a play? Understudy. You're the understudy, aren't you? That's what you are. Yeah, Charity Shield. Last time we played at Wembley, Anyone remember what happened? We thrashed West Ham 5-1 in the FA Cup final. That's what happened. Any changes here? Still some old players in there. No Kouassi. He's not even on the bench. Got their different goalkeeper in there. Suleiman's obviously ex-Concord. Here we go. Come on. Our new club captain is now Bruninho. He's the club captain. Win this cup for the supporters. Yeah, here we go, boys. Here we go. In the all yellow, Man United with the black shorts today. Oh, it's a highlight already. Blimey. Straight away. Absolute content, lads. Absolute content. Here's Suleiman. Carraro. Lovrek. Deal with it. Headed away. Benraba's there. Come on, Benraba. That's a dangerous challenge. This could be a red card in the first minute. It could be a red card for Vehement. What's he saying? It is a red card. Blimey. Man United have had their left back sent off in the first minute of the game. It looks like they've pushed Clinton Suleiman to left back. Right. Got to look at the team instructions. Play down the right. Play down the right. Get Benraba on. Oh, hang on a sec. Okay. Oh, that is frustrating. Bruninho's picked up an injury early on, so it looks like Monaghan is going to get a game. That experiment didn't last very long. Carraro's in. Oh, it's all kicking off. Man United's midfielder Carraro's gotten injured. He's going to have to come off. Yeah, he probably could have played through, but I don't want to risk it. I don't see the point in risking it. Yeah, play more direct because they're down to 10 men. Might as well. If they just get that ball out to Benraba and get him running at Suleiman at left back, we're going to create chances. It's definitely going to happen. Here we go. Right, highlight. If we could just keep the ball, we'll wear them out. But it's 50-50 in terms of possession. They've gone on the back here. It's Toreen. Great block by Yako. Come on, Yako, get in there. It's not cleared. It's at the post. Man United could have scored there. As I said, if we just can keep the ball, we'll win this game. 100% we'll win this game. Free kick here. Benraba puts the ball in. Oh, I think it was Smith. Heads it wide. First real opportunity we've seen. Oh my God. Can you believe this, lads? Benraba's gotten injured, and it's a red injury as well. So in the first half, in the 40 minutes, we've had to take off both Bruninho and Benraba. Two hugely key players. Had to take them both off. Wow. Okay. That is tricky. Yeah. Okay. All kicking off. 3 injuries in the game. 2 red ones, 1 for each club, and then obviously Man United down 7. It's not a good first half from the boys at all. Gonna tell them I'm not pleased with their performance because we should be winning this game. How is Robinson angry? Maybe he's angry at the rest of the team. But we're not playing well. I mean, we're playing against 10 men. They've had Adavan sent off in the first minute, and you've not pressured them. Sermon's gone back up to left wing now. Looks like they've got Kovacic at left back. The thing is, I don't want to focus now on the right because Hackett's there, so I might just tend to focus on the left. Don't need to be so direct. Don't be so direct. Just put the tempo up a little bit. Short passings, that's how we win games. We've always done it. Here we go. Davis, Hughes, Stocker, Harvey, Polyak. Ball in. Diaz is there. 1-0. Well, judging by those statistics, you'd say it was coming. We have not quite had as much possession as I want, but Kevin Diaz gets his goal. I'd say on his debut, his second debut for the club. Starting the season as he means to go on. Might need to play a bigger role if Bruninho's going to be injured. It's Hackett. Oh, I'll take a saves. And again, we're going to have to really think about that Hackett situation if Benraba is going to be injured. We're going to have to look at that one. If he's injured for a while, Hackett is going to have to play a big role, and I want him to stay. Here's Yako. Here's Hackett. Go on, Hackett. Lovely run. Should be 2. Should be 2. I've already made 2 substitutions, so I'm a bit reticent in making a third. Got some guys I'd like to bring on though. Would it be Francekovic or Wallace or Prosperi? One of those 3 I'd like to bring on. It's a shame I've had to bring on Hackett and Monaghan because of injuries. But we're dominating the game. 16 shots to their 3. 17 shots to their 3 rather. How do we play it now? How do we play it? Right, okay, I've been told to mark Torin, so I'm going to mark him tightly, press him intently. 10 minutes left to go. Let's bring on Wallace. I'm going to bring on Wallace. Yeah, let's bring on Wallace for a stocker. I probably would have brought on Francekovic in a different situation, but Pojak's playing quite well, and we only got 1 sub left. So Francekovic there'll still be time for the lad. It's a free kick late on for Man United. Good save, Robinson. That looked like that was going wide though. Is there going to be a late twist in this tale? I think it goes straight to penalties if it's level as well. That's cleared away. Here's Monaghan. That'll do, won't it? No, it's not done yet. Here's Pojak, Harvey, Hughes, Wallace. Nice ball. Here's Hackett, has a run from Yaku, doesn't need it. Hackett saved. He's had some opportunities, Hackett, to score today. Not put them away. Got another highlight here. Surely it's just the end of the game, right? There's only seconds left. Just play it short. No need to play it long. Don't play it long. Waste time. Whistle should go any second now. There you go. Community Shield winners, even though that's a trophy on the screen there. It's a Community Shield. 1-0. Kevin Diaz with the goal. Buzzing that he's managed to get a goal on his first appearance back at the club. Not a convincing performance considering we're playing each 10-man basically the whole game. You think we do better, but and possession. Man United did well with the possession by the looks of it. Their keeper played well, but 19 shots. We did dominate the game. We dominated the game, just didn't dominate possession. I'd say congratulations, lads. Yeah, it's a win. We won the game. That's all we can ask for. There you go. We're not gonna end the episode there, as is tradition. We are going to show the first league game of the season in the first episode of the season, as we usually like to do. We've got to look at these here. So, yeah, we're in the Community Shield. Yeah, Benraba. 3 to 4 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks. Groin strain. Okay. He's out for 3 to 4 weeks. How was Benraba out for? 1 to 2 days. Bruninho will be fine. Benraba, 3 to 4 weeks. We'll try and persuade Hackett to stay. If not, then Perez is going to have to step up. Or we'll see what we can do with getting a replacement in. What do you mean lengthy spell on the side of it? Poet spent 5 weeks out. Oh, okay. You want to play the match? Yeah, you're welcome. Let's see if he can sign a new contract. Maybe? Oh! This is big. This is big. 300k. That's eye-watering. He's on 250k before. I might reduce it slightly. Yeah, some of the best players in the world. They're going to want a lot of money. Come on. Alright, to get him on the club. There we go. Pojak staying, lads. Pojak is staying. Buzzing with that. That problem is sorted. I'm in a position now where letting Hackett go might be an option because Perez can do a job, but I'm going to try and keep him. See what I can do. I've got a lot of very high quality players at the club. I know I'm going to have to let some of them go. I'm not willing to comment on that. Accuse me of unprofessional. I didn't do any mind games. Yeah, say that. There you go. That's that. But we've got a league game coming up. I'll show you the fixtures is actually. It's quite a nice sort of start here. Wolves, Leicester, Brighton, Reading, Newcastle. Very nice. Then we've got Liverpool, who ended last season pretty well. So that'll be tricky. Yeah, we've got a sort of tricky sort of October, November there, tricky spell at the end of December and beginning of January. Yeah, it's going to be a tricky season. They always are, lads, aren't they? But we've got a nice start. We've got a friendly start. And Wolves at home is the first game of the season. I'll see you there. Okay, as you can see, Wolves at home, first league game of the season. Some interesting results already coming in the league. Man United drew 3-3. Spurs won 6-0, including 2 goals from Christian Fatai. Oh dear. Also got 2 goals for Serena and 1 for Maya as well. Some ex-Concord players scoring a majority of Spurs goals there. I usually show you the season preview with favourites to win. 2-1 to win the league title. Followed by Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Spurs. I'll tell you what, I'd have Spurs higher than that, to be fair. Chelsea, Arsenal, Leeds. Yes. Norwich, Reading and Derby, favourites to go down, but that's all to play for at the end of the season. In the team of the 6 players in the Media Dream 11 of ours, David Robertson in goal, Hughes and Davis. Obviously, Hughes usually plays midfield for us, so that's just something. So we've got Davis in defence there, with Hughes, our midfielder, playing in defence, the Media Dream 11. Stocker and Benraba in there, and Serenen and Bruninho up there. I tell you what, the fact that Polyak hasn't made that Dream 11 astounds me. Polyak is just one of the best players in the world. He's confirmed to have signed a new contract, so that's always good news. We'll still take a look at Hackett. There you go. That's the Media Dream 11. Always nice to show you the preview. It gives an idea as to where it's going to go, but they're not always right. Wolves. First game of the season against Wolves. We've got a great record against Wolves. Played them 20 times, won 14, drawn 5, lost 1. That one that we lost was a long time ago. Oh, I've just noticed this. Watford have started the season with a 5-point deduction. Violation of the budget rules. Okay, I didn't know that. That's the first time I've seen that, actually, in the Premier League. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, so our record against Wolves is brilliant. The only time we lost them was a long time ago when we played them in the Carabao Cup. I think that was the first time we've ever played them, back when we were in the Championship and they were in the Premier League. So yeah, haven't lost since we got promoted to the Premier League. Let's not lose today, huh? Okay, I'm going to play a similar team, make a couple of changes. I'm going to bring Harewood for Smith. And I'm going to, obviously I can't play Benraba, he's injured. I'm actually going to play... I've got to play Hackett. I've just realised Perez is on international duty. I was going to play Perez, but he's on international duty, so I can't do that. Let's put Augusto on the bench then. I think he can play on the right if necessary. Yeah, going to stick with the Bruninho experiment. I'm not sure how long I basically waste a player on there. I have got a this 4-4-2-4 that is a similar formation to this, with Bruninho going up to deep line forward with Diaz. So there might be an opportunity where I might have to do that. But I'm going to stick with this. I won't put Monaghan out too much. Monaghan's a very good player, so I don't want to lose him. Don't want him to get annoyed. There we go. That's the team. I'm going to play winger attack because he prefers that. Yeah, there we go. I was asked to play attacking today, but I'd rather just play normally. Because it's the start of the season, you don't want to change things up too much. Let's just get them going. Not too many changes. Always interested to start a new season. Yeah, as I said, if I don't win a trophy this year, I'll resign. I know that's a lower target, but if I keep upping the target, it's going to get to a point where I'm inevitably going to get sacked. I don't want to lose the job. I'm going to get sacked. Resign, I should say. I'm probably not going to get sacked. So there we go. Polyak has given our star player highest average rating after 1 game. That's because he got highlighted. That doesn't really count, does it? Wolves haven't played yet, obviously. Have they got any ex-Concord players in there? I don't think so. I don't recognise anybody. Who's this? Craig Kelly. Oh, they got Andre Silva. Is he still there? 32. He was I really chased him a while back. I was almost tempted to bring him in around this season just as a backup striker, but yeah, he's not scored as many. He's so prolific for Porto. Joining Wolves, not so much, other than that 1 season in the Championship. Premier League, probably just a little bit too much for him. Here we go. Right. Do it for the fans. They don't usually react too well when I do it for the fans. Not in a negative way, they just don't react. They're just like, Okay, bloody fans. Let's go. Man United already dropping points. Man United. But Spurs obviously won 6-0, so they're already doing what they were doing last year without one of their key players, Franceskovic, who's now at us. Here's a chance. Oh, Davis. That's a chance, that, Davis. Dominating the early stages, though. Just not managing to get any shots on target. Come on. What do we do if things don't go well? We've got some options. I'm happy to have Franceskovic on there. I like a bit of experience sometimes. Obviously, I've got a very young bench there of Wallace, Prosperi, Augusto. But I've got a couple of experienced players. Smith, Monaghan. Monaghan's still quite young, to be fair. Franceskovic is on the... I don't usually sign players over around... I don't really sign players over the age of 28, usually 27. But I think he could be useful as a backup left winger because the left winger backups last year kind of struggled a little bit. Not much happening here though. We're dominating the game, but we got another free kick here. Bruninho. Diaz is there. Oh, what's happened? Penalty. A penalty has been given. It will be Diaz to take. Don't know what happened. I imagine Diaz was pushed or something. Here he goes. Get him. 1-0. Diaz comfortably puts it away. Second goal of the season already for him. He's starting the season well. Obviously, he's only a penalty, but still, they all count, lads. They all count. 1-0. Not a fantastic performance. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna tell them that they're capable of better. I think that's the case. I think that's fair to say. Bruninho not really getting in. Not Bruninho. Hackett not getting involved. Bruninho's doing okay by the looks of it. I might just flip it over. To that winger formation that has Bruninho up front with Diaz. Here's Chambers. Plays it back. Depends how this goes, really. Come on. Push him out. That's good play. We've pushed them all the way back. That was it. Their attack, and they've had to play it back to their goalkeeper. They put themselves under pressure. Here we go. Here's Hackett now. Come on, Hackett. Show why you want to stay. Show me. Oh, it's gone in! Polyak scores. His first game after signing a new contract. Hackett with the assist. I'm not sure Hackett would get the assist. That looked like an own goal to me. But it's 2-0. Hackett with the corner. Oh, it's Diaz. Great corner by Hackett. Diaz powers the header in. A second assist for Hackett. A second goal for Diaz. 3-0. We're looking in a lovely situation now. Wonderful stuff. All right. Let's make a substitution. I'm going to bring on the highly anticipated Mili Franceskovic. What does he do? Inside forward. I'm not the least bit surprised. Let's get him doing that then. Corner here. Hackett to take. It's in! Oh, no, it's not in. I thought it was in. I thought it was flicked in by Franceskovic. I thought he scored already. Like with his first touch. Here we go. Throwing. We're doing all right now. We're in control of the game. 3-0 up. Dominating the second half. Bruninho's been tackled there, though. Here's Kelly for Wolves. Get the ball off him. Again, they've been forced to play it back due to our pressing. He's quite tall, actually, is Franceskovic. He's done well there, Franceskovic. Lovely ball. Here's Diaz on the hat-trick. Saved. Diaz has already shown me his worth. 3 goals in 2 games for him. Let's make some substitutions. Yeah, I'm going to go to the wingers system. Oh, hang on. Wolves. Is there going to be a counter-attack here? On ball forward, no one's there. Yeah, going to go to this attacking formation, that formation, and yeah, basically stick at that. Yeah, we'll go with that. I might ask him to play attack and then ask him to support. That means I don't want both of them attacking, so him support and him on attack. There we go. Just to see what Bruninho's like in that. He's that good a player. I feel like I can experiment a little bit with him. obviously, as we all know, the attacking midfielder position has not been a position I've perfectly nailed yet. I think I've done okay in the last couple of years by basically rotating Monaghan and Zamfirov and Maya like we had, and not basically putting a really high expensive player in there. Only one substitution made thus far though. Let's take off Bernini then, put on Augusto, who can also do that role, and let's take off Hughes, put on Prosperi. I just realised the gun is ball winning. Don't want that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Lovely stuff. See out the game. 3-0 up. Dominated the game. 21 shots there. 1. Easy, easy peasy. Now there's a free kick here for Wolves. Abraham. Saved. Cleared away by Harewood. Okay. Actually an opportunity for them. Hackett's done well. Hackett's done very well. There we go. 3-0. Great stuff, boys. 2 for Diaz, our new striker. 1 for Polak. You see, all the 3 goals were scored in the space of 8 minutes. 8 in-game minutes. Yeah, Franceskovic struggled to perform, but he's new to the club. I'm going to be giving him some minutes as well. Obviously, I can afford to as well because I've managed to keep Polak, so there's no worry of Polak going anywhere. I'll see what I can do. Rotate the squad a little bit, get some of the new boys to play. Obviously, Diaz has already come straight in and scored 3 goals, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, great finishing, great for Diaz. Obviously, one was a penalty, but did well to score the second one. And there we go, lads. Season has started as we mean it to go on. 2 games, 2 wins, no goals conceded. 3 goals from our new signing. 1 from Polyak, who threatened to leave at one point, but he's staying. We'll take a look at the Hackett situation, see if I can offer a new contract, but I'll do that. He didn't last time, so we'll look at that. But there we go. I am going to show you every game this season. There's no point skipping ahead because I'm not keen on racing the game ahead. We're at effectively the pinnacle of everything at the moment, so might as well just show you everything. So the next episode will be a lovely little league doubleheader of Leicester away and Brighton at home. I will see you at what is now called the King Power Stadium. It's still called the King's Power Stadium as it is in real life. I'll see you there. Cheers then.